Hey everybody, I want to talk about Justice League today. I'm David, and let's get talking about this because Justice League is coming out this week. This is not a review. My review will come out on Friday, hopefully, because that's when I'm going to be checking out the film, Friday night. And I'm really excited about it, but I do have some fears this week. Obviously, we have a few more days to go, and reviews haven't been out yet, and there have been rumors that, or word on the street says that reviews might be coming on Wednesday. I hope not. I hope, I know there's some screenings happening tonight. Feel happy for those people that are getting to check it out and get excited about it. Now, of course, there have been some tweets from critics who have already seen the movie. Some from Collider Movie Talk that I enjoy watching and listening to. Some from other critics across the web and newspapers and whatever. And so far, it seems like people are pretty cool with this movie. They're liking it. They're saying this is definitely an improvement over Batman v Superman. I'm not hearing. It doesn't sound like it's as great as Wonder Woman. For me, it doesn't really matter because I really like Batman v Superman a lot. I love Man of Steel. I don't know why people have issues with those movies. Batman v Superman, maybe a little bit. I can see why. Man of Steel, I see no excuse on hating on. Wonder Woman, I'm glad people liked earlier this year. I'm glad we could all have a friendly discussion about Wonder Woman. So I'm really hoping Justice League will at least get people on board with this, saying, you know what, this was a step in the right direction. I think they're finally getting the hint of what the audience wants. So this is basically what I'm hoping to see from Justice League. I'm hoping the movie will get like a 70-something%, somewhere in the 70s at least. Even in the 60s, I'll be happy. As long as it shows that the majority of people are enjoying this movie. I don't want no more divisive superhero films from DC. I want films that bring fans together, because when we have films that split people apart, there are arguments, and I don't want arguments. There are people like myself that want to enjoy these movies without it being a headache. There's always going to be people that will disagree, even when it's a great movie. The Dark Knight has its naysayers. Let's admit this. I don't know how anybody can hate The Dark Knight. I think The Dark Knight is a masterpiece of a film, but there are people that didn't like it. They think it's overrated. Same thing with the Avengers. Some people think it's overrated. Thor Ragnarok right now. There's some people that think the film is overrated. I think it's one of the funnest movies this year. So I'm just hoping, but like those other films that I just mentioned, at least there's a good majority of people that realize, no, this was a really good film, and I it's less of a headache. And that's what I'm hoping Justice League will be, a less of a headache film with superhero fans or film fans in general. I want this to just be a very entertaining film. Another thing I can't wait for is to see Superman. Let's face it, we all know Superman is going to be in this movie. It's a no-brainer, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to what they're going to do with the character, because they haven't shown him at all in the trailers, and Superman and Batman are like my top two favorite superheroes of all time. That's why part of me really loved Batman v Superman. Some people were disappointed with it. I wasn't. I got everything I wanted out of that movie, and I can't wait to see what they do with the Superman character in this movie. Batman, we know what he's up to. Wonder Woman, we know what she's up to. I can't wait for The Flash as well. The Flash is another great character that I really love. I love the Flash TV series. You guys know this if you've been following me for 3 seasons. The last 3 seasons, I've been reviewing The Flash since season 1 nonstop. I've been doing every single episode. So The Flash, I can't wait to see Ezra Miller's performance. Jason Momoa, I'm not a huge Aquaman fan, but I'm hearing great things about him. And even Cyborg, he's the member that people are talking about the least, and I'm gonna give him a shout out because I can't wait to see what that character is gonna bring to the table for this movie. And the score, I downloaded the score soundtrack this past Friday, and it definitely has a different feel to it than the Hans Zimmer. I forgot what the other guys were called. I think it was. I forgot what the other guys who helped out with Batman v Superman right now. But I thought Batman v Superman and Man of Steel had a great score, and I was kind of missing that in the new soundtrack. But still, hearing the Danny Elfman Batman theme and hearing the John Williams Superman theme play here and there throughout the soundtrack, I really dug it. I thought it was really cool hearing those scores again redone in this new movie, and I can't wait to see the context of those scores on the big screen when they play, like what is happening when those beats play. I can't wait to see that. So there's a lot here to look forward to, and there's a lot here to be pretty nervous about if you are someone that wants DC to finally get that love and same attention that Marvel has been getting, because I love both Marvel and DC. I am not one of those fans that needs to pick a side. I can pick both and love it all. I feel like I'm winning when I don't need to pick a side. I feel like I'm winning it all because I'm not being let down by one and being won by the other. I'm just enjoying it, absorbing it, and I'm not saying to enjoy it when it's bad. I mean, if you think it's bad, that's your opinion. That's great. I didn't love Fantastic Four. I still went to go see it anyways because I was still hoping for a good Fantastic Four movie, the 2015 or Fan Four Stick, if you guys want to call it that. I'm not always going to be won over, but usually I am because I appreciate it when there's a lot of effort put into it and when I see effort put into it. And I felt the DC movies so far there have been a lot of effort. Unlike Green Lantern, which was a disaster of a movie, I was really disappointed with that one. And I even tried fooling myself that I liked the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern film. But as the years, it wasn't even a year where I started realizing, no, this is not that great. It was very soon after I had to take the blinders off and say, no, this wasn't a good movie. But Man of Steel and Batman v Superman and even Suicide Squad to an extent, I enjoyed that movie to an extent. I thought it was a fine movie, a fun little film that had a very thin plot. And I'm hearing the same thing about Justice League. It's a fun film. Maybe the plot's a little wonky in places, but it doesn't sound like it's as bad as Suicide Squad's plot. So I'm going in, no expectations. I just want a good movie, and I think I'm going to get that with that. I just want fans to embrace it if they can. But I don't want people to just like it just for the sake of liking it. Like, go in knowing that if it's bad, it's bad. But if it's good, then that's a win for us. And I hope people don't expect like something like Avengers level awesome, because I think the Avengers is a special film because of how hard Marvel took, and they took their time building up to that. I feel like DC has been building up to this, and whether it works or not, let's appreciate the effort, I think, that they put into it. So here's hoping for the best. I can't wait to check it out this Friday. Tell me your thoughts, guys. Are you excited for this movie? Or are you someone that's not excited for Justice League? Are you pretty skeptical about it because you've been burned a couple of times? But maybe Wonder Woman gave you a little bit of hope. Let me know. And like, subscribe, and until next time, take care.